We often focus on physical health, but emotional self-care is just as crucial, and sometimes even more important. Taking care of your emotional well-being helps you manage stress, build resilience, and maintain healthy relationships. Today we'll explore why emotional self-care matters more than you might realize and how simple daily practices can transform your mental and emotional health. Let's dive into nurturing your inner self for a happier, healthier life. Today we will talk about emotional self-care, why it's more important than you think. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding emotional self-care. Emotional self-care involves activities that help you process and regulate emotions effectively. This includes recognizing what you feel, why you feel it, and how to express it helpfully. Common emotional self-care practices include journaling, meditation, therapy, or simply taking time to reflect on your experiences. It also means allowing yourself to experience emotions without judgment, embracing vulnerability, and avoiding suppression. Emotional self-care helps break harmful cycles of denial, avoidance, or emotional numbing, which can contribute to long-term mental health issues. Importantly, it supports resilience by building emotional flexibility, the capacity to adapt to stressors without being overwhelmed. Emotional self-care is not a one-time fix, but a continuous practice of tuning into your inner emotional landscape and taking steps to nurture it. By doing so, you can better manage stress, maintain healthier relationships, and foster a positive mindset. 2. The link between emotional and physical health. Emotional self-care is closely connected to physical health. Chronic stress and unresolved emotional issues can manifest physically through headaches, muscle tension, sleep disturbances, or weakened immunity. The mind and body are intertwined. When emotional well-being is compromised, physical health often deteriorates as well. Practicing emotional self-care helps regulate the body's stress response, lowering cortisol levels and reducing inflammation. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, and relaxation exercises calm the nervous system and promote overall wellness. Moreover, emotional balance encourages healthier lifestyle choices, such as better eating habits, exercise, and sufficient rest. Neglecting emotional self-care can lead to burnout and chronic illness, demonstrating that emotional wellness is integral to holistic health. By prioritizing emotional self-care, you create a foundation for physical vitality and mental clarity, ultimately enhancing your quality of life. 3. Emotional self-care builds resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and emotional self-care is a critical tool in developing this skill. When you practice emotional self-care, you become more attuned to your feelings and better equipped to handle difficult situations. This awareness helps prevent emotional overwhelm by enabling you to respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively. Resilience also grows from maintaining a positive outlook, setting realistic expectations, and embracing self-compassion during setbacks. Emotional self-care encourages these attitudes by promoting self-reflection and kindness. Regularly engaging in emotional self-care helps you recover faster from stress, disappointment, and trauma. It fosters emotional strength that protects against anxiety and depression, making you more adaptable and confident in navigating life's challenges. 4. Emotional boundaries are essential. Setting emotional boundaries is a vital aspect of emotional self-care. Boundaries protect your emotional space by defining what you are willing to tolerate from others and how much emotional energy you invest. Without clear boundaries, it's easy to become overwhelmed by others' demands, leading to stress and resentment. Emotional self-care involves recognizing your limits and communicating them assertively. This may mean saying no to toxic relationships, limiting exposure to negative influences, or managing work-related stress. Boundaries also involve self-compassion, recognizing when you need rest or support, and giving yourself permission to prioritize your well-being. Healthy emotional boundaries help maintain balance, foster respect, and preserve your mental energy. They enable you to engage authentically in relationships without losing yourself. 5. The role of mindfulness in emotional self-care. Mindfulness, the practice of present moment awareness without judgment, is a cornerstone of emotional self-care. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your emotions as they arise, without getting swept away by them. This practice creates space between stimulus and response, allowing for more intentional, less reactive behavior. Mindfulness also reduces rumination and anxiety by anchoring you in the here and now rather than past regrets or future worries. Techniques such as mindful breathing, body scans, and meditation help cultivate this skill. For busy people, incorporating mindfulness into daily routines, even for a few minutes, can significantly improve emotional regulation and clarity. Over time, mindfulness builds emotional resilience and fosters compassion toward oneself and others. 6. The importance of social support. While emotional self-care is a personal practice, social support plays a critical complementary role. Healthy relationships provide a safe space to express emotions, receive validation, and gain perspective. Sharing your feelings with trusted friends, family, or counselors reduces feelings of isolation and builds emotional connection. Social support also buffers stress and promotes recovery from emotional distress. However, it's important to seek out relationships that are nurturing rather than draining. Emotional self-care includes cultivating a supportive network while distancing from toxic dynamics. This balance enhances your emotional well-being and provides encouragement during challenging times. Additionally, reciprocal support, offering empathy and understanding to others, strengthens social bonds and boosts your own emotional health. 7. Overcoming barriers to emotional self-care. Despite its importance, many people struggle to prioritize emotional self-care. Barriers include stigma around expressing emotions, cultural norms that value productivity over well-being, and lack of awareness about emotional needs. Busy schedules and external pressures can also make emotional self-care seem like a luxury rather than a necessity. Overcoming these obstacles starts with recognizing that emotional health is foundational to overall well-being. It requires a shift in mindset to view emotional self-care as an essential, non-negotiable part of life. Small, consistent practices, such as checking in with yourself daily, journaling, or seeking support, can build momentum. Educating yourself about emotional intelligence and self-care benefits also helps. 8. Integrating emotional self-care into daily life. Making emotional self-care a daily habit requires intentionality and practical strategies. Start by scheduling regular time for self-reflection, whether through journaling, meditation, or quiet moments alone. Develop rituals that soothe your emotional state, like reading, listening to music, or spending time in nature. Practice mindfulness to stay connected with your feelings throughout the day. Set and respect emotional boundaries, and nurture supportive relationships. Don't hesitate to seek professional help when needed, such as counseling or therapy, to deepen your emotional understanding. Remember that emotional self-care is fluid. Your needs may change with circumstances, and flexibility is key. By embedding these practices consistently, emotional self-care becomes a natural, sustaining part of your lifestyle, helping you navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease, resilience, and joy. But if you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.